Chicago Heights, Illinois. Rough roads and a rough-looking town. Gonna keep moving. This is a big thrill for me. I'm in Joliet, Illinois, and this is where Route 66 and Lincoln Highway intersect. Two historic roads meet. I feel exhilarated like I just climbed to the top of Mount Everest. And I even got a parking space right at the base of Mount Everest. A very stressed out looking woman wants this parking space and she's welcome to it. I saw what I wanted, starting the morning out right. Spoke too soon, bridge closed. We have to take that old sketchy bridge. There's a guy sitting there fishing in that canal. What is he fishing for? Dead bodies? I just want to get away from the Chicago area. I've been to Joliet before and saw the infamous prison. I remember that I fled the Joliet Walmart. It was just too busy and urban to boondock. I drove west and there was nothing but cornfields for miles in the dark. Finally, I spent the night at the first gas station I came across. Fleeing Joliet once again. There is one thing I need to see before I flee. Here at Dick's Towing Company is an original piece of Route 66. Bricks were used back then. They were cheap and easy to install, but in the 1920s they realized that concrete and asphalt worked out better. Get your kicks at Dick's Bricks on 66. Aurora, Illinois, the home of the legendary Wayne and Garth. This is Wayne's World? Really? Hobby Lobby and Applebee's? Say it ain't so, boys. Say it ain't so. Batavia, Illinois, or Batavia, which is known as the Windmill City. We're hunting for windmills and we found a bulldog. There were 3 windmill factories in this town. Farmers and ranchers used them to pump water. The water was needed for drinking, cooking, bathing, and watering the crops. I've lost count. I think we found at least 7. Escorting a juvenile delinquent to the slammer. I'm getting burnt out and silly. And the creme de la creme of windmills, the Fabian windmill. This beauty is still in operation. It's an authentic Dutch windmill from the 1850s. It's even on a postage stamp. DeKalb, Illinois. I was going to spend the night here, but it's too urban. Gonna keep driving and rework the plan. This is Railroad Park in Rochelle, Illinois, one of the busiest train intersections in the country. See, that train has to wait for this other train to pass. About 100 trains a day pass through here. I do have a mild fascination with trains. I always stop what I'm doing to watch one go by. I wonder where they're going, what their freight is, what it's like to be a train engineer. I read something about a hobo fire pit here, so I thought I'd see some rough characters. But it's all old people with expensive cameras. Train enthusiasts. Why is he backing up? I have so many questions. I'm spending the whole afternoon here watching trains. Loving it. I'm going to spend the night in this town. Whenever I think of Illinois, I think of urban and suburban, but a lot of Illinois looks like this. Dixon, Illinois. That's a victory arch celebrating the veterans of World War I. This is the childhood home of a president whose nickname was Dutch because of his Dutch boy haircut when he was a kid. Ronald Reagan on a horse. I was in my 20s when he was president and didn't pay any attention to politics at that age. I remember him being witty and likable. He talked about Gorbachev a lot. If there's anyone spinning in their grave right now, it's this guy. Some weirdness going on. I passed through some intense mist and then it's crystal clear, and then more mist. I wonder why. Morrison, Illinois. This town has a Lincoln Highway mural. What a pleasant town. A mild odor of farm animals or something like that, but it's not overwhelming. People around here are probably noseblind to it. All these small towns seem to be thriving better than ever in 2022. Even a mom and pop pharmacy. I didn't think they existed anymore. This section of Lincoln Highway is still brick, so this road is probably over 100 years old. We are at Heritage Canyon in Fulton, Illinois. This is a replica of an 1800s village. Most of it was built by one man who wanted to preserve Midwestern American history. The town hall and the firehouse. A sway bridge. Do we trust it? Shrimp says no, and I concur. An 1860s house. The kitchen. This is the doctor's office. Tools for sawing wood. Water pump. What's an ash hopper? Oh, that's where they made soap. Never heard of it. The covered bridge looks more trustworthy than the sway bridge. Look at that beautiful church. They actually rent this out for weddings. I feel like I'm in an abandoned town. A one-room schoolhouse. A soda fountain and ice cream shop. Post office. Small town newspaper with its own printing press. That was like strolling through a time capsule.